Hello there, YouTube. It's your Webby3, back with another kicking, action figure review. Today we are looking at a figure that's very much quite cool, awesome. It is the Power Rangers Dino Fury Void Knight. Yeah, he's like an evil kind of purpley ranger guy. Very cool. I thought his design was amazing when he was revealed for the Sentai, so I bought the Sentai version of him, which I reviewed forever ago. But that version didn't have much articulation and didn't have any accessories. And this guy has both those things. So that is very cool. Accessory-wise, he's got what he needs. He has his sword, and his shield. And the shield looks pretty good, paint-wise, I think, for a $10 kid's toy. The sword has no paint. It's really the same sculpt as the swords that the Good Rangers have. Pop their Rio Souls in there or whatever. But he does hold them both incredibly well, as you saw, which is very important too. And I keep him displayed with them because I have no fear of him losing them. He also comes with his Rio Soul or key, morpher key, whatever you want to call it, with the kind of metallic-y rainbow sticker. And you put it in, and the tabs here let it activate certain sounds in the morpher for roleplay. Very fun. And Void Knight himself is pretty cool. I think he has a good sculpt on him. And for a $10 kid's toy, I think the paint is good too. You can see like he's got this metallic silver all the way around back. You can see the cuffs here. The metallic paint goes all the way around. So yeah, they put the colors on the back the same way they did them on the front. Most of the space between here I think is supposed to be black maybe, but they only really did it here. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I think he looks good paint wise. Once again, this is a $10 kids toy, and we review kids figures by kids figure standards here. And I got this guy single carded for like double his retail price because you couldn't find him anywhere. But $20, I was still happy with that. Until, of course, they released that set. I think it was like Red Ranger on a bike, and then it came with this guy, like almost the exact same version of him, but without the key. And then I was like, well, shit. Screw it. Whatever. But no matter which way you get him, I think your kids would really enjoy this guy, because he's got good articulation, too. You've got side to side, a bit of a wobble, which I like. Not much back, a little tiny bit forward, but it's mostly in the side to side. The shoulder pads do hinder a little, that's to be expected. You have in and out, forward and back, but you can bring it out to get more rotation on it. You have an elbow bend here, and a rotation on that. Nothing on the wrists, no ab crunch or waist or anything. You got forward on the legs, no back, because he does have a hard plastic bussy. Hasbro loves their hard plastic bussies. They haven't taken the hint like NECA and McFarlane have. Then they won't give us rubber bussies, I guess. But he does have a good in and out that's not hindered by the sides. You see, it just stays there. That's actually really good. These would normally hinder much more than that, but they do not. You have a rotation on the knee, a bend on the knee, and then that is it for articulation. Of course, each arm and each leg have the same articulation, etc. But one thing I want to point out is, you see his joints there? See how discolored they are? I have not had this guy in direct sunlight. And even if I did, why would it be on the front and back? I don't know what's up with that discoloration. This is the figure from this line that I've had the longest. And that discoloration is not on any of my other ones. Hopefully it won't be. I don't know if that has something to do with the paint, with the type of plastic, or color of plastic. He's not been in direct sunlight. He's been in like the center of my really big room here. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if that's something in my room that caused it, if that's something with the figure. I can't really make that judgment myself, but I feel like it would be weird to not mention it. Now, let's get into size comparisons, which I guess Naughty Cat is going to help us with. So that is really fun. Let's show him with another one of the more expensive figures from this line and an upcoming review. It is the Power Rangers Dino Fury Gold Ranger, who I never show off. Yeah, I used to have two of him, one in package, one out of package. Sold my in package one for like quadruple what I paid for it, which was awesome. It wasn't a scalp thing, I just sat on it for a while. He's a very important ranger. Now, how about the Dino Knight Red Ranger, who I have reviewed, and this would be more of a direct, like, they're both the big armored rangers, and I think he looks great with both the non-armored and armored rangers here. So he scales well with his own line, which is really all you can ask for. But I'm of course going to show him with other lines. Why not, huh? How about the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, huh? I know you want to see those. How about some more recent reviews? Here's another Dino Ranger, the Dino Thunder Blue Ranger. And then another Disney-era Ranger, actually from the season right after that. The SPD B-Squad Pink Ranger. And they're thicker than him, like their body type is like thicker, but the armor kind of hides that in a way, and height-wise he's not bad, so I actually think he does seem to work with these Lightning Collection figures, oddly enough. And with Naughty. Now, okay, maybe I should take a little break and come back when Naughty has decided to let me use my full mat. Is that a good idea, girl? Don't hurt me. Now, how about we show him off with some Super Sentai figures from Japan. On the left, you have the Poppy Magishine, and on the right, you have the Sentai Hero Series 2 Kaiser, both from Bandai. Yeah, and he really doesn't work with either of them. He's too big for the Poppy, and he's too short for the Sentai Hero Series. So that's kind of just not gonna work, sadly. You're gonna have to have him with your Western figures. And of course you gotta show him with some Monsters of the Week, some fellas he might lead into battle. Now these are of course both Mighty Morphin villains, but hey, you never know. He could resurrect them or something. It's not like it's never happened before, right? Or they could just reuse suit concepts. But of course these are older guys, so those suits are probably not around anymore. Anyway, they're most definitely not around. Anyway, on the left, we have a vintage Evil Space Aliens Bandai Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Rhino Blaster. And on the right, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Deluxe Mighty Morphin Pumpkin Rapper. That's Rapper with an R, by the way, not W-R-A-P-P-E-R. So yeah, he does look kind of small next to them, admittedly. They are both in larger scales. Like, this is an 8-inch scale, and this is a 6-inch scale, and he's a 5-inch scale. But remember, I have said before that I think Monsters of the Week should be big and imposing like this, so that it looks like you would need a whole team to take them down. And honestly, you can make it work. Especially since Pumpkin Rapper has articulation that can make him get lower, and, Rhino Blaster looks like he should be a big old beefy guy anyway. For the most part, it looks like maybe you could have people in the suits match his size. Honestly, I think if you work with the scaling and like the posing environment, you could make it work. Not perfectly maybe, but you could make it work. So yeah, he scales well with a lot of different toy lines, which is really nice. So what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Dino Fury Void Knight figure? Well, it's a cool villain figure that I think came out really well. The sculpt and the paint are both good for a $10 kid's toy. He holds his accessories pretty well, and I think he comes with enough of them. Plus, the incentive to buy the morpher. But he's pretty cool, and I quite like him. The articulation's decent and everything. That discoloration in the joints is really my only, big complaint. But at the same time, I don't know if that's just the environment I've had him in, or if that is something else, like the sun, or if that's the toy itself. If yours have been discolored, let me know. But if you're an adult collector, I think you'll enjoy this guy, especially since, to my knowledge, there's no real adult collectible version of him with the weapons and everything. Like the Sentai Hero Series EX version doesn't have any weapons. He just has open hands and 3 points of articulation. So, but yeah, that's why I had to get this guy, because his shield is super dope, and I wanted to have the shield. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.